Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, reality TV, all the things, the bad weather. I say bad weather. I mean, to me, it's bad weather. It is now 51 degrees, overcast. It is still raining. The pool, I can see the drips in my pool. The only thing I have done today was stay in my pajamas for hours, finally take a shower, get into some warm, cozy jeans, a little Merry Christmas sweatshirt, some little Christmas earrings. Y'all, when I tell you, I think these earrings are from Avon from like circa 1991. I'm pretty sure they are, and they've lasted this long. Like, I don't even think there's scratches on them. If there are, I really don't care. Oh my gosh. Anyways, hey, Lisa in Kentucky, Cecile, the way I see it, Fave Star. Oh my gosh. Oh, Fave Star says, what a weekend with the Kelly drama. OMG. Oh my gosh. And it continues. Oh my gosh. She really needs just she need back on TV. I don't know. Anyway, so much to chat about. I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving weekend. If everyone had a long weekend, maybe you were off Thursday and Friday, maybe your kids were home, maybe you visited somewhere, friends and family, maybe you had a nice, relaxing Thanksgiving with yourself. I had a fun Friendsgiving yesterday to attend, and the first one I've ever gone to where you bring leftovers from Thanksgiving. First of all, the first Thanksgiving I hosted, I think was 1997, maybe 1998. I really can't remember the first one that I hosted, and I never even knew it was a thing. I didn't even know of anyone else doing it. I just had the idea. Anyways, I did it the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and I did that for decades. So now I've been to a ton of them. I've hosted some. I think the last one I hosted was 2021, I think. I did a theme of Amy Phillips and Chef Stu's cookbook. And so I had everyone bring a recipe from that book. So none of my friends owned it, none of my neighbors. So I had to, it was COVID, it was the pandemic. So I was taking pictures of recipes and the appetizers and everything and seeing what people wanted to cook. And then I would send them the recipe. So anyways, it was super fun. Had some cookies made. So anyways, but I went to one where that you had to bring leftovers. And I'm like, okay, Thanksgiving was Thursday. This was Sunday afternoon, 3 to 6. I don't really know. So what I had was this big thing of charcuterie, the meat, where little pieces of it was like 8 different kinds of charcuterie meat in it, probably from Costco or Sam or Walmart. And some of them were open, closed. Then I bought a new thing of mixed cheese slices, and then I brought an unopened container of, I think, Ritz crackers. Did I bring Ritz or Club? One of those. Anyways, I thought I was going to bring some of my leftover Teeny's macaroni and cheese that my daughter had made, and then I left it in the fridge. So anyways, I was trying to do that. It's dinner time in the UK, Anne Marie says. Thank you. Remind everybody, hit the subscribe and like button. I appreciate it. Wait, Lisa, there's only one like button? Y'all, there's 30 people on here. Get on and hit the like button. What are Italian cookies? I don't know what that is. If it's real shortbready, though, I probably don't like them. What is Italian cookies? My daughter loves to bake. She made some holiday M&M cookies last night, and I had one, and I'm about to go have some more with some milk. So anyways, okay, let's get into it. Andy Cohen Live is back. He and John were live in New York together again. All the stuff that's going on with Kelly Dodd. If you don't know what's going on, I'll try to start somewhat from the beginning. A big week this week, with Salt Lake City is on tomorrow night, and then Vanderpump Rules, the brand new season, the brand new cast. But I'm kind of confused. And I'm just saying, it's not about their looks. I'm just saying, if the special that Andy Cohen did said these guys are so hot, the girls are so hot, I mean, maybe they're going to have a glow up, but I'm looking at the cast, especially the dude with the long hair that thinks he's super hot. I'm like, they're not hot to me. I'm sorry, but they always say that about Love Island. And then this season, I tried to watch a little bit of Love Island. I'm like, where's the hot people? These people are just disgusting. Anyways, okay. And then on Thursday, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills starts the new season. So, oh my goodness, so much to chat about. Of course, we'll chat about 90 Day Fiance. Uh, the Tell All Part 4 was on last night. I had to pop over to Jasmine's Instagram to see what's going on with her. I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, I made a video. She's clearly posting during the tell-all, which I get, it's kind of their job, right? That's their social media. It's probably how she makes money. Looks like she just moved into a new apartment. Matt is in the picture with her. I don't know if he's in the apartment. She's talking a lot of me, and like, look at me. I'm so proud of myself and things. And then she ends it with about the apartment. And then she ends it something like men suck. Let me see what it was. Oh, I probably have already. Anyways, men suck. I'm never going to get married to somebody else. And I'm like, you finally have a decent dude that actually puts up with your nonsense. I mean, let's see what she posted today. Oh, well, that's interesting. I mean, I'm sure it was just a joke. Let's see. Okay, chef. I guess she's a chef now, whatever she's promoting her. Where did it go? April 9th. No, 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 no. 1 hour ago. Okay, she's posting pictures of Matilda, just Matilda. That was an hour ago. She's bald now. I don't really know what's going on with that. I know she had alopecia or has alopecia. I think alopecia can come and go with like stress or illness related stuff, but clearly she's shaved her head there and here. This is at least, well, this is 2 days cooking for her daughter's Romanian family. So, she and Matt are still whatever. Where is the thing I'm looking for though, where it basically says, okay, blah, 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 blah. 22 hours ago, blah, 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 moved to a country. I didn't know anyone. Yeah, because you met a dude out of the country on the internet. So if you didn't agree to that, then you wouldn't have eventually ended up in the US. Don't play with me, girl. Anyways, she says, what you're going to see tonight at the tell-all is the reason why I'm not committing or marrying to any person ever. She ends it with, all men suck, ... Some just think they suck less. So I don't know who she's talking about. I mean, Matt, I'm like, dude, he is like watching you tell Gino that you've never loved someone and you probably will never love someone as much as you loved him. And he still doesn't even blow up. Like, you're the one that blows up and then doesn't talk to him for days. It's crazy. I have. She did shave because of the alopecia. Okay, that makes sense. Fave Star says, have you talked to Michael Riley? Will he ever join the live show? I know Michael Riley. I do text with him. I think he wished me a happy Thanksgiving. Let me check my text. He basically said whenever I started going at 2 p.m. Eastern, Michael Riley, happy Thanksgiving, darling. And he posted me a really cute picture of some trees. Yeah, we text November 5th, November 19th, Wednesday. Anyways, he said, I'm usually at lunch. I mean, I go to lunch every day and I usually go to lunch at 1. So that would be an hour before an hour before I go live with friends or somebody. So I'm usually not home till 3. So he's just busy living his best life in Orlando. I think so too, Christina. She says, sounds like Jasmine is going to the lady pond. Who was the first one that said the lady pond? Oh my gosh. Who was the first one that said, I think it's Andy Cohen. Is he the one that says lady pond? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Which show? I know, it's true. I mean, and you would think the dark features of her being dark hair and dark eyes and everything, that the baby Matilda would look more like her than Matt being so fair skinned, but he definitely does. Okay, I could not imagine being with her. No, 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 no. Total chaos. Tiva Tambo says, if any of y'all were single, would you do a show like this? Oh, 90 Day Fiance? No. I mean, they all, okay, so even even, uh, Andre, who got dragged last night. I mean, that what's her face from Florida was like, "This is why I call you a dick because of the way you act." And I'm like, "Yeah, Andre is a dick." Anyways, he posted last night. I did go to his Instagram and he posted something like, "This is why we've been around 10 years." And at first I thought he meant him and Elizabeth. No, he meant on TLC, on 90 Day Fiance. He's like, "Because we're real and we're honest." Well, don't forget, it was kind of scammy that Jovi is always calling out everybody's stuff, right? Always making sure everyone knows all the drama. That way, all the drama is shown on the show. And then when Andre mentions during the tell all last night, the part 4, something like, "Oh, well, have you told your wife that you talk about divorce and that you've met with a divorce attorney?" The way Jovi's face went white, it was telling for sure. Then he later admits to it. But instead of, he just says, "Yeah, but Yara says this stuff too. We've both brought up divorce. When we get mad, we both say the D word." But she seemed heartbroken. She seemed like, "Oh my God, he's my best friend. He's my everything. He's the one who gave me the confidence to have my own business." I'm like, "But you don't treat him like you love him. You don't treat him like he's your best friend." And that's just what we see on TV. We don't even know what happens behind the doors. You know what I mean? But also, I think it's very important for him to live in Louisiana with his friends and his mom and his, does he have siblings? I don't know. But, instead he moves to Miami with her, trying to make her happy. She's not happy in Miami either. She doesn't have any friends there. She says, all the counseling and therapy that she's done hasn't helped her with her feelings of like hating herself and not liking her body or her looks. Apparently her family, she was bullied as a kid about her looks. That's why she's done so much plastic surgery. It's really sad. But Lauren and Elizabeth's friendship is donezo. But Lauren and Alex clearly didn't want to be honest either. I guess she's, fighting with her mom and not talking. And when Sean, the host, asks about it, she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about that." And she's like, "Well, you're not going to talk about that?" And she's like, "No." And then Sean's like, "Well, I guess we'll end the show." The thing is, I get it in some way. I mean, but the mom's been on the show. It's not like she's kept the mom private out of the show. The mom and dad have been on the show so many times. They've alluded to that relationship there and how they've kind of been on and off again, right? I got Luna right next to me. Luna, want to say hi? Looney. Looney. Oh, she's so lazy. She's so lazy. Luna, say hi. Look up. No. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. It's a rainy Monday, she says. She just sighed real big, like, "Oh, it's so hard being Luna." Anyways, would I do one of these shows? No. I mean, reality TV has been around for so long, especially with social media. I think it's so different with social media. The way people drag each other, the way you can make up AI stuff about each other, the way they can look into stuff, the way they can post stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. She said it in her Instagram stories. Now that's awful. Louise says Yara has said she was going to divorce Jovi too. She said it in her stories. Ew. I mean, and I don't know what's true. They're both on Instagram and TikTok so much. It's like that's become a huge part of their fame and their money. You know what I mean? It was so genius. TLC knows how to do a reunion. I've said it for years. They need to take notes. Bravo needs to take notes. Lisa in Kentucky said it was genius of the 90 Day producers to put them all in that big house during the tell-all. I loved all the drama. They've done it before. It's so good. I mean, um, traffic. Oh, love it. Hey, Charlie. Charles says, "I'm a little late. Sorry. Traffic is crazy because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas traffic." Exactly. Wait, what? Wait, what? T with Tampo says Georgie went home and bought a tractor and can't quit smiling. He's a massage therapist. They don't even own a house. They rent an apartment in Miami. Why would he buy a tractor? What is he doing with that? I don't even know. Oh, exactly. I love that. Christina says Luna's resting up to meet the cleaners tomorrow. She does does love our housekeepers. Ooh, that sounds nice, Lisa. Lisa's laying in bed surrounded by all of her 7 doggies. I love that. Farmer Georgie. What is going on? Is Georgie and Darcy still together? Is Stacy and Florian still together? It's crazy. Like I don't even know. They all get to the tell all. The one that's literally separated and going through divorce seemed to get away along better than the other ones. What's her name? The girl in the gorgeous green dress, little bitty boobies. They have the little boy, uh, whatever their names are. So cute. But everyone else is like leaving on bad terms and not, excuse me, not even telling us about it. Like I think Elizabeth and Andre are really uh just staying together for the kids, just social media, 90 Day Fiance. I don't know. I feel like Laura and Alex are doing the same things. Georgie went home to Bulgaria. Florian has a new girlfriend. He with Tambo, you're telling me everything. So are they really both going through a divorce together like they did with their first husbands? Wow, Stacy and Darcy really are, like, joined at the hips. That is crazy. We're definitely gonna chat about Kelly Dodd. I will give you all the updates because I think some of y'all are confused or DMing me, not texting me, DMing me asking, like, what is going on with her? Andy Cohen was asked about it today on Andy Cohen Live and said he hadn't listened to the voicemail. Dude, you talk about how much you're on Instagram all the time. Don't tell me a million people, not a million, didn't send you that voicemail recording. Give me a break. And you listen to it for sure. Okay. Uh, I don't know. Matt and Jasmine are just such a mess. She stayed in her reunion dress the whole time. Like everyone else gets back to the house and get into like these comfy clothes, and then she's like staying in her dress with her tits up all high the whole time. I don't know. But Gino seems to be like at one point during the reunion last night, Lauren leans over to him, to Gino, because Gino's like, I'm done. This is probably the last time I'm going to see Jasmine. I don't ever want to talk to her. I just want to divorce her, move on. She used me. He's trying to get her deported for fraud, for marrying him, fraudulently. Lauren leans over and was like, look, I know you don't believe it, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I see it. Everyone sees it. She still loves you. Yeah, Jasmine. And he's like, wait, what? Really? I mean, it almost seems like it was work, like feeding his ego. You know what I mean? Like, she dogged me, but I'm going to get the last laugh. She really wants to be with me again. I do not know what's going on. I mean, Jasmine actually has a seemingly decent human being in Matt. They've got a baby together. He seems to want to settle down and deal with all of her nonsense. I really think as much as her and Matt's nonsense never showed up this season, clearly he alludes to it later because he's like, "Oh my god, she gets mad at me. This is tame. You should see the way she screams at me in private. She goes days without talking to me. Who wants to live like that?" I mean, at one point he says something like, maybe it is this other guy's baby, and I won't be upset if it's not because then I can just separate from her, never look back, and I won't be tied to her at all. But no, clearly they've probably done, genetics or what DNA, whatever, and it probably is his baby. And, you know, it's crazy. I know. T with Tambo says Georgie posted here on YouTube driving his new tractor, and I don't know where I saw the picture of Florian and his new girl. It might have been on YouTube as well. Wow. Fave Star says I find myself not catching Jeff Lewis live show, and I don't miss it. Anyone else? I mean, there's always people that tell me they've stopped listening or they don't listen, but I still think he probably has a shit ton of listeners and fans. And Jeff admits he's got a huge audience of hate listeners. People love to hate listen to him. People love to hate watch Kelly Dodd on her Smasher show. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay. Not Jasmine. Not much else from, the tell all. I mean, really, it was the part 4 was kind of the Jasmine and Gino show. A little bit trying to be the 3 couples that live in Florida, all of their drama, but who knows? Okay. Tamara and Vicky, we know, made up right before BravoCon because we see this video that I reposted of Vicky driving over to Tamara's house. They had not met up in years. They had been on really bad terms. Shannon and Vicky had stayed good friends, and they even kept doing the Dos Amigas tour. And I went to see that in May of 2024 when they came to Houston, and Doug Budin was hosting it. Uh, I mean, what? Was it worth the price? Yes, because it wasn't that much money, right? Did we have fun? Yes, we had fun. Uh, would I've rathered the Trace Amigas? I don't even know. But what I'm so confused about is TMZ has had these brunch Sundays for probably 2 or 3 months now. They've been doing these Friday and Saturday night things for 6 months maybe, and now they're doing this Sunday brunch. Tamra and Vicky are gonna host it in a few weeks on Sunday, December 14th, I think it is, in LA on the TMZ brunch bus. Tamra and Vicky are hosting it together. Like, no Shannon. I don't know if this means they've kind of shoved her out. I know Shannon doesn't have much of a storyline. I'm not sure any of them have much of a storyline. Nobody wants to watch Vicky selling insurance. Apparently, her boyfriend, Michael, doesn't even want to be on TV or camera. I think they live between, is it Puerto Vallarta? Where do they whoop it up? Puerto Vallarta. I don't know if they still have the place in Arizona on the lake or the river. I feel like they don't. I feel like that was more when she was married and her kids were younger. And then Orange County. So I don't know what's going on here. If it's true, if they really have become closer friends, if they're doing this because they know that Vicky obviously is coming back for season 20. I don't even think anyone. I did see an interview with Heather Dubrow, who was asked about Katie, saying that she wants to come back and show everybody her real self. And I mean, Heather Dubrow was pretty Heather Dubrow about it and kind of elusive. She just said, well, I just want to go forward and not backward. I think that means she wants to ditch Katie because Katie's a piece of crap. But she didn't say. And she even said, look, I don't even have a contract. So I doubt anyone has a contract. Nobody knows who's coming back except Vicky Gunvalson because she was asked, to come back live at BravoCon, right? Oh, I love that. That is good. Georgie has a YouTube channel. Lisa says, what I do like about listening and watching, well, we can't watch them anymore since the video's gone. Jeff Lewis now is the whole show. People are laughing and giggling and cracking me up. Well, that's a good thing. They have a house in Palm Springs now too, Vicky and Mike. So they've got 3 different houses they live between. Thank you, Charlie Charles. Remind everybody to hit the thumbs up button. Dawn got the Arizona house and the divorce. Wow. Wait, what? Kate Chastain and Heather Gay are doing a live on Sunday too. What do you mean a live? Kate Chastain. I guess they all even I think it's coming up this weekend. Sonia in the City is going to be doing a live show with Dolores Catania, and I think they've done that, but for sure. Oh wait, what? The videos are back up on Jeff Lewis Live? For real? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I bet people love that. Okay, well, I say you heard it here first, unless you've listened to Jeff Lewis Live, but then the videos are back. Somebody said the videos are back. I have no idea. Wait, do they still put them up later in the day? See, it's 1:30. Let's look. Sirius XM. Let's see. Jeff Lewis Live. Jeff Lewis Live. What was the videos called? I felt it was a different thing. Archives. Thing is, they always made it so hard to find. Video. I mean, the last one I see is January 24th. I don't know. Are you sure, Lisa? I don't know. Can anyone confirm that? Anyways, got dog hair all over my thing. I don't know that videos are back, are they? I saw it on the illegal videos that I watched that the guy posts every weekend. Well, how does he get the videos? The guy on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe who knows? Oh, Charlie Charles says Vicky sold the Puerto Vallarta condo because it wasn't making them money. Interesting. She sold one of the condos, not the one. Yeah, I thought she had more than one too. Um, wait, what? Lisa says, I was watching the videos on YouTube and he plays video games, but in the corner he had the whole show up. It was the one with Rick and Kelly. That's so weird because it must be an insider job then who's getting Annie's videos or something. All you saw the whole this, but I don't know. It's so weird to me because the guy gets kicked off of YouTube, or a guy, girl, whoever it is that has that Instagram or YouTube account, YouTube channel, he gets kicked off all the time. So because he's showing copyrighted content, like the full 2 hours of it, he was recording it or whatever he was doing and putting it up. Crazy. Anyways, Andy Cohen live. He's back. He was on vacation. He was in St. Louis with his kids. He said, I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad the kids are back at school. Like all this unregulated days with the kids. I'm ready for them to be back. They were eating junk, eating ice cream, eating candy. His sister Emily was in the studio with him and John today. It was really cute. But anyway, someone did call and ask if he had heard. Well, the caller seemed to call and complain that Jeff Lewis was sticking up for Kelly on Friday's show when a caller called him. Andy listens to the show, listens to it, and then he says, well, it sounds like this is a call you need to make to Jeff Lewis because that's who you're upset at, and I didn't even listen to the voicemail. Clearly, I'm sure he knows what it is. He knows about it. I more wanted to hear what he had to say because she said, I hope she never returns to TV, Kelly Dodd. I hope Jen Shaw never returns to TV. And she said, unpopular opinion, I hope Dorinda Medley never returns to our TV. Well, Dorinda is the one that I have a feeling is coming back. Because like I said, she's had multiple shows on Radio Andy. For some reason, she's not that great on radio. Let's face it. She doesn't seem to watch all these reality shows. Now she's kind of forced to watch them so she can talk about it 5 days a week with Kiki Monique. It doesn't seem genuine. She was only doing Make It Nice. Was that once? I think it was on Thursdays. That podcast was only once a week. Like she doesn't even stay in New York City every day in order to do the show live. So sometimes she would do it from the Berkshires. It was kind of weird. Yeah, it is. Anyways. Okay, so Kelly Dodd and all this nonsense has been going on for quite a while. She's on and off had issues with her daughter. She's very vocal about it. On and off over the years, she's had issues with her brother Eric. She's been very vocal about it. On and off, she's been very vocal with her mom's feud. Okay. And she's very vocal about it. So again, she's posting lately about her brother Eric. Somebody sent me a message saying that Eric is behind this TikTok account that it's like Chai something, CHAI something. Somebody said that Eric is behind that video. It's definitely anti-Kelly. I don't want to say anti-Kelly Dodd. I mean, it's not anti-Kelly Dodd just because somebody's posting the stuff she said. That's just, reporting on. That's like saying somebody's, anyways, I don't know if it's his account or not. He's definitely involved in this. He's, in his shower, taking videos and posting it about this. He's in the produce aisle, the chip aisle of the grocery store, posting a video and talking about this. I mean, it's interesting. Kelly Dodd's mom posted a video responding to the fact that Jeff Lewis answered the phone call and she felt like he wasn't speaking up or supporting Jolie. And she's like, look, Jolie has been nothing but nice to your daughter, Monroe. All I know is that Jolie has babysat Monroe once or twice, like when they've been together for maybe 4th of July or something. I don't exactly think they have like a great relationship or anything. Yeah. I understood the dude and the Shaw woman, but Dorinda. Oh, I was like, wait, what? The Dodd. Okay. I was like, dude. Anyways, Kelly Dodd is making videos that is basically saying that video is from 4th of July. It's nothing recent. If anyone knew what was really going on, well, clearly there's always 3 sides to every story. We haven't heard from Jolie. Don't want to hear from her. I mean, she's 19 years old, I think. I mean, we don't need to hear from her. I do sort of wonder what made Kelly Dodd message her best friend and leave that voicemail telling her, telling the girl, "Hey, I'm blocked. Jolie has me blocked everywhere. So send this message to her." Then the girl videos herself vaping and listening to the voicemail message. Uh, I don't know who wanted it out there. I mean, if it's from 4th of July and it just got released in late November, like, why now? I mean, I know Kelly Dodd is always saying, and alluding to things, uh, about her daughter. She has no problem talking about if she's mad at her. There's a video of her from her smash where she's basically saying she came home drunk and she went off on Jolie. And you hear Rick say, "I thought we weren't going to talk about that." And she's like, "No, we're not. But, I was drunk." And Jolie was like, "What, are you drunk?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it. The reason I say she's TV gold is because she will say dumb stuff that she should never put out there. Not everyone needs to put everything out there, but she's Kelly Dodd and she does. And there's a reason that she's, I don't want to say popular because people also love to hate her, but that's kind of how it goes with stars, right? You've got a strong personality. Luna, she's dreaming. Hold on. See her foot moving. Hold on. I just got to look. Hold on. I'm going to show her foot. Where's she at? Oh, now she's stopped. That foot. You can't see it really. Anyways, the view, the angle, you can't really see it. Yeah, so I listened to Jeff Lewis, the part where the question was, there was a TikTok video about it. Jeff definitely mentions parent alienation whenever he's answering that call. He says, "This really reminds me of Tamara and Simon, where the dad was, definitely bad mouthing the mom." We don't know that. I mean, what we know is Kelly Dodd has long badmouthed Michael. I mean, she's said some really horrific things publicly. So, you know, I don't know. Is either one of them wrong? No. But at the end of today's uh smash, uh at one point, Kelly, I don't know if she was trying to, sometimes people talk vaguely and then sometimes they're talking about themselves and I don't know what she was doing. So I'm not going to assume because, assume makes an ass out of you and me. But let me know your thoughts if you watched it. At one point today on today's smash, Kelly Dodd is talking about the 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 incident. She's saying, a good mom would never like betray their daughter and never talk to them again. And that's what I am. I'm a good mom. My dad is a good dad. Thank you, Dad, for always being such a good dad. She's pretty much dogging her mom, right? She's also saying something like, well, if somebody comes from an abusive childhood, then they might have that cycle and end up being abusive. And I was like, really? So the whole point of her talking about how that video is from July 4th and nobody knows the real story and what happened behind the scenes and all this. At the end of it, they agree, or Rick agrees to play the whole clip of Jeff Lewis answering that phone, answering the call on Friday. And at one point, Jeff says, what happened is that right before that voicemail, and Kelly was so mad, and he even agrees, look, I don't like that Kelly got so mad. If I would have been there, I would have taken the phone from her. Clearly, she shouldn't have left that voicemail, but I don't know what I would have done in this situation. Jeff says the story is that Jolie threw car keys at Kelly's face and then called her the C word. See you next Tuesday. So the fact that Rick and Kelly showed that video to me is co-signing on that and saying this is what happened without saying what happened. Because if not, they would say that's not true. Jeff must have heard this wrong from the neighbors. That is not what happened, but something very similar happened, or something. It is true that she was mad, something like that. But they didn't say anything about that. They just ended the show with that. So, I'll bet I'll bet. Has she said? Is Jolie talking about this? SLD says Jolie's been getting DMs that are somewhat hateful regarding the voicemail. I bet she gets hate mail. If Kelly Dodd is praising her fans that are messaging her, they're like, these moms of mothers, the moms of sons aren't. They're like dogging me and like, oh, we don't understand. But my moms who have daughters are like, oh, we understand. We know what you're going through. She's a bitch. We get it. We support you. And Kelly's like, thank you so much. But yeah, doesn't she know that with all of that, her fans that support her so much are also going to go after her daughter? Because I've seen it in the comments of my videos that I've made. People saying, oh, Jolie did wrong. She's not wrong. Da da da. Kelly's right. And I'm like, she's a brat. She's a spoiled brat. It's insane. It's insane. But now the brother is still talking. I don't know if the mom said anything again or not, but it's crazy. Um, Absolutely nutball crazy. Um, exactly. SLD says, doesn't really matter whether it was last week or 6 months ago, it's still bad. And the thing is, the people defending her, she literally left a voicemail. It's one thing if you're screaming that at your daughter and maybe you think, oh my God, I shouldn't have said all those hurtful things. I mean, at the very end of the voicemail, she says something like, I know you have mental health issues. Okay, so if you know your 19-year-old has mental health issues and you're still calling her best friend to leave this awful voicemail to play for your daughter, like that is like premeditated. You know what I mean? That's not like, oh, like Jeff was kind of defending her saying like, well, Kelly and I both get upset and we say things and then we cool off. Yeah. No. Charlie says, "Can you just imagine what else Jolie has had to endure all of her life?" No. And I get, but it's like even in even in the voicemail, I mean, Kelly's like, "I bought you a car." I mean, it's like almost I was waiting for her to be like, "I changed your diapers. I bought you groceries." It's like, okay, you were a parent. Like, wow, Yahoo. You've berated her dad, Michael, publicly so many times. So many times. I mean, gosh, it's crazy. Who knows? Who knows? Cecile says, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Louise says that phone call, the voicemail was classic parental alienation. Um, yeah, I mean, I get it. Kelly has huge fans. I get it for sure. She also has people that will come after anyone that is against Kelly because I've had it happen to me. I'm not anti Kelly. I mean, that's like being anti a human. I'm anti the things that she says and does often. Like this isn't a one off where it's like, oh, what was going on with Kelly Dodd? No, she's been so freaking cruel about her family publicly about some of the housewives, about some of the housewives' children, politics. I mean, that girl, she holds no boundaries. I mean, she is woo. Oh, he cannot. Uh well, exactly. HJP says doesn't sound like the apple falls far from the tree regarding Jolie. But exactly. At least Jolie is 19 years old, though. So if what Kelly was saying on the Smash today, alluding to, which I don't know if she was talking about herself or not, but if not, she needed to be very clear because if she is talking about her mom being abusive to her, that is huge. You know what I mean? That's a big allegation. So basically, she was saying, if you grow up in an abusive relationship, family, parents, that's all you know, and you end up, and I'm like, okay, so if Jolie allegedly threw car keys at your face and called you a CUNT, maybe that is her growing up in an abusive parent-child relationship, and that's all she knows, and that's why she's treating you like that. Like, go to counseling, go to therapy, change it. You know what I mean? Who knows? Well, that's true. Louise says Kelly can't even get beyond 50,000 on YouTube. They're well known and post daily. Kelly Dodd is not TV gold. I mean, I mean, to me, she's like a Brandy Glanville. People are gonna watch, people are gonna wanna know what she's saying, all the nonsense, but do I think she's had her moment? Yeah, I do think it's come and gone. I do think Brandy Glanville's moments have come and gone. I saw a video today of Brandy Glanville. She was promoting something. I almost wouldn't have known it was her. Like, literally, I just physically, I wouldn't have known it was her. Like, she's either I know she's got these illnesses or worms in her face, whatever she's alluded to. Um, she said so many things. I don't really know what's going on, but she said lots of medical issues, but I almost wouldn't have recognized her for sure. Sarah Hicks says Kelly is a hater's baiter. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, for sure. Um, well, sometimes, not always, right? Let's be clear. There can definitely be exceptions. I'm not saying that anyone uh I grew up with two sisters who didn't have the best mom or grandmother uh influences, yet they grew up to be very good people. So just because you grow up in a situation that's not ideal doesn't mean that that child grows up that way either. Also, you can have ideal parents and you can have children, young adults that are not. So, um, I don't know what it was. Didn't she say there was worms or not tapeworm, something? It's interesting. Anyways, what else is going on? What else is going on? Anybody gotten Christmas shopping done today? Any Black Friday deals? I didn't end up going. So my sister-in-law texted me last week and wanted me and my daughters to go with her daughter to Target at midnight to wait for these swag bags that were coming out. I was like, oh, and then it was going to get cold Thursday night. I was like, oh, and then she texted and said, no, we don't need to get there since till 2. And I said, wait a minute, what time does Target open? She said 6 a.m. I was like, oh, hell no. We are not sitting in the cold in some chairs waiting. We heard the swag bags were so dumb. It was like a package of Uno cards, like a water flavor. I was just like, I am so glad because nothing, I can order it all online. But I've already learned anything that's on sale for Black Friday usually goes on sale again in 2 or 3 weeks for even $5 or $10 less. So I'm like, it's not that good of a deal. Oh, Tea with Tambo is done with Christmas shopping. I took 2 of my kids with me somewhere this weekend, and we got one of this cologne was almost $200. This Yves Saint Laurent cologne. Oh my God. It was like $197 after tax. Anyways, that's one of his big Christmas presents, clearly. And then he got the Ralph Lauren teddy bear sweatshirt. That was like, I don't even know what that was, 160 plus tax. Anyways, that's clearly one of his big gifts. But so cute. Anyways, then I got him, he needed some clothes. So I got him some new jeans, some new sweatpants, another, like the Ralph Polo 3/4 zip. I gave him that before Christmas. And anyways, but Lisa has a job at a vape shop in Kentucky. When she messaged me, I thought she meant a bakery, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." And she was like, "No." I did. I thought you said bakery. Oh my gosh. Oh, for sure they do it for views. I mean, let's be clear. I know what gets views. I mean, you wouldn't know it based on my views because they're so low, but SLD says, I believe Rick finds all this entertaining on the download because it gives them more views. He definitely knows what to talk about. He knows what to, it is about money and ratings and keeping their name on people's lips and such. But I do believe he tries to at least appear, because even today on the show, he said something like, I thought we weren't going to talk about that. And she's like, yeah, we're not, we're not going to talk about the haters. Um, Anyways, what did you get? I don't think I shopped for myself at all this weekend. Let me think. We went to Trader Joe's and got a bunch of food. My 4 daughters and I drove into Houston to Trader Joe's. We got fried olives. I don't think they've tried that. That one, the daughter took that back to college. What else did we get? Oh, dark chocolate covered almonds. I got a tiki marsala frozen meal to try. And then I also got butter chicken from Trader Joe's to try. What else did we get? Oh my gosh, it was like over $100. Mostly from the frozen. Oh, they got some ice cream. These little bitty mini, these mini, ice cream cones. That was cute. I don't know, all their famous stuff they like to get. There was some not chicken nuggets, what was it? I don't even remember. Um, it was fun. Yeah, Khalik says, I feel bad for Jolie because of all this social media hype directed at her life. Kelly's in the media business and she's used to it. She deals with it all the time and it's a big part of who she is. And also, Kelly's almost 50 years old. She's been in the public eye for years. You know, Jolie was on TV when she was 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever it was on OC, but you can't really make that own decision for yourself. She doesn't have, as far as I know, does she even have a public Instagram? Like some of these reality TV stars, kids have, they do whatever they can to Jolie Dodd. If she's on here, then she is. Okay, Jolie Dodd. She has 13.9 thousand followers on Instagram. She is public, and the last thing she posted was June 30th and said hi. Cute pictures of herself. Um, so here's her butt. May 20th, but she doesn't post very much at all. So she's not really leaning into, she's not leaning into it like, ew, Hilaria Baldwin is where the magic. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like he did, but I really don't know. Charlie Charles says, I wonder if Rick had a history of not talking to his own daughter prior to getting married to Kelly Dodd. I don't know. I feel like he did, though. No, that was Instagram. She could be on TikTok. What are the kids on more, Instagram or TikTok? I don't know. What are the kids on? She's 19. I mean, goodness. What? Okay, Jolie Dodd. Jolie. Let me try to spell it right. Jolie Dodd. Because, some people post on one or the other. Okay. If this is her on TikTok, she only has 1769 in one post. So she's not big she's probably just public. I mean, it's a picture of her, but I don't know that that's necessarily really her. It probably is. Kelly Dodd. Let's see if she's posted anything today on TikTok.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to do my peel.
Oh, it's to promote. I mean, it is true. I watched today. It was 23 minutes. Like I said, it was a rainy, lazy morning, cold here. And so I just stayed in bed a lot longer than normal. Anyways, a couple of y'all DM me and were like, oh, this is what Kelly's Smash said today. And I always, if I can, I always like to listen to everything as I can myself, because I do think that everyone has different ears when listening, whether you're a Kelly fan or where you don't really love Kelly or whether you're kind of on the fence. So I do want to preface that I do try to listen to things myself. So I did go and watch the whole YouTube. It was like 23 minutes. It starts off with a commercial now. It used to not be that. Well, I'll take that back. When they were selling this wine stuff, it always started with that. And then they were selling these health vitamins or something. It is almost an entire commercial of 23 minutes. That's not even the commercials that are the YouTube commercials because they're monetized. So between the 23-minute show, it starts out with this 2 or 3 minute commercial for their house that they rent in Palm Desert or wherever it's at. Then there was a commercial about her facial peel that she did and where that came from. Then there was, it was like so many commercials. It really was. And y'all been DMing me that, oh my God, I can't even watch it. It's so many commercials. But I guess that's what makes them the money. So, that's true. AUS Fly Girl said, I'd rather focus on something lighter, more positive. Kelly Dodd is so dark and I feel for her daughter. Yep. Oh, really? Khalik says, I'm a mom of boys only. They're not into Instagram or Facebook, Twitch and TikTok only. Oh, okay. So that's what the boys are into. Yeah. Anyways, what else is going on? I'm not watching Southern Charm. I know that was on last night. Everyone's talking about Sally. She's so pretty, but the fact that she's getting very messy does not surprise me because let's face it. I mean, just like, somebody saying, let's talk about something lighter. That is what gets people talking. Nobody has big ratings if a housewife show or a reality show isn't dramatic or doesn't have something uh bad happen. Like that's, it's like the news, what they call it? If it bleeds, it leads. You know what I mean? Like literally the news all starts with bad stuff. They don't start the news with, oh, here's a mom and a son reunited. No, nobody would stay and watch. If it's a car chase with the police, if there's a shooting, I mean, it's sad, but the negativity, and trust me, when I was off social media for those 4 months this past summer and fall, I mean, it was nice. And it's definitely been an adjustment to come back. And then you get into the negativity because it's just our nature. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's just like, hearing 10 compliments and hearing one negative thing from your brother. All you remember is that they said one negative thing. You don't remember all the good stuff. It's kind of the same way with the negativity. You just flock to it, the drama. You know what I mean? So it's kind of gross. Um, well, I mean, I'm assuming they live an expensive lifestyle. I mean, I don't know. It can't be cheap to live in the OC and go to the restaurants that they go to. Charlie Charles says Kelly and Rick are thirsty for money. That's why they have to sell their ass off, promoting and hacking other products so they can be friends with Kelly's rich friends. Yeah. Ooh, I have listened to Crime Junkies before. Christina says, "Are you listening to Crime Junkies?" I don't listen to it much, but last Labor Day, we were floating in the river in the hill country of Texas, and my daughter put on Crime Junkies on the speaker, and we were all listening to it. It was so good. Um, yeah. Oh my gosh, Lisa, her tolerance has gotten so high. I don't even know what's going on with that. I mean, I sort of do. Garrick Merrifield from Seeking Sister Wife was arrested. I guess weren't they saying it was like physical abuse? And then they're also saying that he was threatening to call ICE on his wife. I mean, I don't think you can get arrested for that, right? But also, is she not legal? Like, why would you call ICE if she's legal? Like, you can't get married for someone if you know what I mean? I don't know. Wait, what? Lisa says Cody Brown thought everybody liked him, he said. Not ew. Cody Brown. Oh, Sister Wives. He's so gross. He is so gross. Are y'all gonna watch Vanderpump Rules, the new season? Uh, wait, what? Well, which one? Tiba Tambo says, have you heard anything about a serial killer in Texas? So apparently there's a serial killer in Austin and Houston area. I don't really know. But they're not really talking about it much, apparently. Uh, and it's not like, oh, it's not like 20-year-old girls. I mean, it's like different age people, different ethnicities from different parts of town. So it's very weird. They can't really figure out what's in common there. And I guess it could be the same person. I don't know. Ugh, hate to think about such a crime like that, but yeah, it does happen. Ugh. Um, I'll definitely watch it, although I'm just not convinced that they're all that good looking. I'm like, they're not that good looking, these people on Vanderpump Rules. I mean, like, you've definitely seen a glow up of Sheena. Like but she was always pretty. Like some of these people, I don't know, they weren't doing it for me. What's with these Bravo women jumping over to the lady pond lately? Kyle, Denise, Brandy, Candy, now Portia. Yep. Yep. The kava drinks we sell, they taste like dirt, but they're like drinking a giant Xanax. You get really chilled out on it. Oh, a giant Xanax. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah. Well, Cecile, I would change that. Cecile said there's only one person that likes Cody Brown, Robin. I would say there's only one person that likes Cody Brown, and that's Cody Brown. He really loves himself. Ooh, it stopped raining, yay. Um, yeah, very interesting. I'm definitely excited for Beverly Hills. I feel like they're gonna show more of Mauricio and Kyle, which I'm interested in. I just don't know why they're not going through with the divorce. I guess it is financially. I guess it's just easier to leave it all together, but then you gotta pay 2 different, houses or something. I don't Is he still living in an apartment? Like, why would Mauricio spend money on an apartment? Like, he's got to know all the deals and find a house that's worth it to I think you can live in LA, for a year and make money on it, whereas that's not always possible. Like, I live in the suburbs of Houston. You can't always live in a house in the suburbs for a year and make money, but you're always gonna make money in LA area, I think. Beverly Hills is Thursday. Beverly Hills is Thursday. Tuesday is the new Vanderpump Rules, and then another episode of Salt Lake City. So we have a lot to talk about on Wednesday and Friday of this week for sure. He's renting a house. Now, see, why would you rent? Why wouldn't he have the money to buy? Like, what's going on there? It's kind of weird. Lisa says on the show last night when Cody was talking to Robin, she had her upside down frown on. I wish I could draw a picture of her mouth and the way she looked awful, like she always does anyway. I mean, does she smile? I don't even know. Ugh. Didn't they all divorce him? Is she the only one still married to Cody Brown? Kyle said he rented the house and he's not living in that apartment now. Lisa, you did say that out loud, honey. Oh my gosh. Anyways, well, I am going to go pick up my Walmart grocery order. Oh, and eat some of my daughter's cookies with some milk. At least it's warmed up a little bit. I feel like I did bring the trash, what do you call them? The trash bins up. I need to go put this in the garage. So renting is a tax break, especially if he works out of it. Oh, okay. No. Louise says, "Why don't you get Walmart delivered?" I did that for a long time during the pandemic. I've been doing Walmart pickup for like 9 years. Literally, our Walmart has had it so long. But, then I did the but I would always if I said between 5 to 6, then something would come up and I wouldn't be home, and then they were leaving my groceries on the porch, and I don't want food left out on the porch. Like, that was weird to me. Um, I just like knowing like, today I said 12 to 1, but it's already almost 2, and I'm going to pick it up late, so I try to pick it up within my hour time slot, but sometimes I don't get a chance to. But, and I was always tipping on the delivery, and that adds up. I go to Walmart. I could pick up Walmart almost probably 4 to 6 times a week. It's ridiculous. So tipping on that every single time got crazy. I would just rather sit in my car and go pick it up. Um, oh, she was in debt. Yeah, I don't do the delivery. I do love the pickup though. I'm just cheap and I don't want to tip. There's that tip money adds up. Anyways, well, thank you so much for joining today. I love when you join us live. It is so much more fun. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button. Comment along. If you're listening as a replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. We will talk on Wednesday about the Vanderpump Rules and Salt Lake City. And then on Friday, we will talk the new Beverly Hills. So I will see y'all then. Bye, y'all.